Oh no. Oh no. I decided to spend today pottering around the house and doing just mundane little things, and it just so happens to be filming day, so you're coming along with me whether you like it or not. I've been trying to make a point of using our espresso machine a little bit more, not just to like save money, because I don't really spend money on coffee really. So it's not like a habit I need to like financially fix by making my own coffee. It's just that we bought this machine. We like to support roasters by buying coffee that we like and trying them out, and like it gets too old before we actually end up like really enjoying it. Or I should say we don't really get to enjoy it at its peak because the peak has already passed and it's like a little bit too old, a little bit too degassed. Another reason why I want to make coffee is because like I love making coffee, and I just am getting so rusty at it. Like I'm just not very, it's like riding a bicycle in a way, but the first time you ride a bicycle after a long time, you're still gonna be wobbly. So what I had planned for today has already changed at the last minute. I wanted to take you guys into my garden because it's kind of, I'm due for my pre-big post-winter cleanup. I'm not gonna do my big winter cleanup yet because I think there's still like pollinators sleeping. They haven't woken up yet. I don't want to weed anything because there might be some things that pollinators can feed on, but I want to like cut things back like my hydrangeas and stuff. But then it started pouring rain, so we can't go out there. I mean, I will later, just you can't come with me because I'm not bringing a camera into the rain. But then in a little bit, Charmaine's going to be coming by with a plant to pollinate my plant. This wasn't super planned, so this was kind of a little bit more spontaneous. So she will be making a little appearance when she gets here. But in the meantime, there's a few plant related things I want to tackle. The first being, I got a little box from Jomu Studios. They reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try out their 3D printed planters, and I said of course, because they were actually very, very cute. They're based in Toronto, which is great because it didn't have to cross any borders to get to me. It's nice to support a small Canadian business. And I haven't opened the box yet, but I wanted to open it up on camera. I picked these out myself, so I know what they are. I just haven't seen them in person. And I have plans for one of the planters that I really, really hope my plant will fit into it. I've been looking for a planter for this plant for a while. They're huge. Let me take them all out for you. It just occurred to me that my last video I did an unboxing of another 3D printed thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh. Yes. They're called the Better Growth Pot. Okay, let me show you the clear one first because this was my first choice. This is what it looks like. This reminds me of, I don't know what style of glass it is, but I have like an IKEA version, right? So in this, there's a little plate and then a saucer, which, okay, I believe it goes like this. Yeah, so the little plate fits in like this, and then the saucer just fits here. And it does dip in about a centimeter, maybe up to 2 centimeters. So it can be kind of self-watering. But then when you go to repot it, this is the design, you just push this plate upwards to release the plant is the idea. So I have to check when we get back up to the plant room, but I was thinking of maybe potting the King of Spades that I got from Charmaine in this, possibly. And they gave me a green one as well, which was my second choice. Here's the, oh, the green is so nice. There's a little happy face on it. This green is really, really pretty. And then I specifically asked for an orange one because orange is my boyfriend's absolute favorite color. Like, it's part of his identity at this point. Oh my God. It looks like it's on fire in the viewfinder. It doesn't look that bright in person, but it is quite bright. But I think it's like the reflection. So I want to pot the King of Spades in one, provided it's like enough of an upsize from what it's currently in. I think it's a little bit taller, but when we get upstairs, we can look around and see. I don't have to use them all up today, of course, but yeah, so there's those ones. And then This one I picked, oh, it's even better in person. Okay, it's a little bit dirty, so don't mind this. This will just wash off. This one I specifically wanted. I don't know if it will work. Well, it might be a little bit short, but I needed to repot my Dracaena reflexa into something because it's currently in a glass vessel that it's gonna end badly if I leave it in there for too long because it's gonna get root bound. And when I pull it out, all the roots are gonna break. And the plant itself, I find is really easy going, but it took me a really long time to root that plant from a cutting, like an unrooted cutting. I've been looking for a cute pot for it for a long time, and I thought this might be perfect, but we will see. But I'm not going to plant directly into it, so I need to see if this will fit my 6-inch pot. It will fit, but it might come out the top, and I don't know if it'll look weird, but I love this pot. It looks so cute. I honestly had a really hard time choosing between the cover pots because all of them were so cute. And they come in different colors as well. I've been on the lookout for nice ceramic pots to kind of integrate into my living room plants. I haven't found many nice ones, especially bigger ones. But with ceramic pots, it's so easy to find like the mass-produced ones that honestly, in my experience, like over time, you're kind of over it. So I'm kind of looking more for like one-off handmade ceramics that would look nice, but then you can't really do that for all your plants when you have as many plants as I do because it gets really expensive and really, really heavy to store. So this is an amazing option. By the way, this video is not sponsored. They did not pay me to talk about them. They just wanted to send me some pots, but they did set me up with a coupon code. So it's You Don't Even Grow Here. I'll just put a link in the description for anyone who's interested. But I'm going to be using at least one, maybe two pots today. So you can wait for my final first impression verdict to make your decision. I should say that the coupon code will only be valid towards their like in-house made stuff. So they sell plants and they sell other planters they don't make, but they have a whole line of 3D printed planters, which are really well designed in my opinion. They look nice. I don't know what I'm gonna plant in the orange one. I think it has to be a plant that my boyfriend likes, but also color-wise it has to go. So I'm gonna take my time deciding what's gonna go in there. But thank you so much, Joel Studio, for sending me these. I'm just gonna bring you to the living room. So the Dracaena in question is this plant. This is like the worst lighting of all time. So you're gonna have to take my word for it that it's amazing. And it's been living in tree fern soil and no drainage for a while, and it's like quite rooted. So I was hoping to be able to plant it into here because I think this would look really nice, right? But then a 6-inch pot would fit, but it's a little tall. What I think I will do is pot this into a 6-inch drainage pot and pop it in here for now. But like I can just swap it out with a different plant at any given time if I think it looks weird. But I really wanted to use this pot for the Dracaena because I thought it would look so cute. It would just be sitting on the floor here. Okay, do you guys see why I never film here? Because the lighting is just disgusting. Another plant I want to repot, I was kind of cleaning the shelves here yesterday, and I just realized how freaking cute the lighting. This Hoya compacta, the elbow variegated one, which it does have mealybugs, just like a little bit of mealybugs, but it's looking so freaking cute. I did do an alcohol treatment on it yesterday. I can't tell if these mealies are alive. I mean, they might be. Okay, we're gonna go this direction because you can actually see the plant better. I used to have two in this little leca cup and one died for reasons I'm not aware of. But then this one decided to branch out and it looks so nice. And I wanted to repot it into my pond mix because this hasn't been repotted in a really long time. I would say maybe 2 years. And it's just like not the best. It's just like a little glass that I got. I think I got this at West Elm or something. So I want to spruce it up a little bit, but I want to keep it there because that is where mealybugs have kind of lived for many years, and I keep spraying things down, but this is a Hoya compacta, so it's like once it gets mealybugs, it's gonna have mealybugs forever because there's just so many crevices for it to hide in. This is like the first Hoya I've shown on this channel in like maybe over a year. Me and Hoya's kind of just fizzled out, but the compacta will forever be one of my favorite plants. It's just It's amazing. I would love a big hanging basket of it. Actually, in theory, I would love a big hanging basket of it, but once I get one into my house, it's gonna get mealybugs, which will be really sad. But for now, I really, really like this specimen, and we just have to pick a pot for it. So I will continue to grow it semi-hydro. So I think we're gonna do no drainage still. I was looking for maybe like a smoky, oh, wait. And the only one I could find is this cover pot that I'm using for my Huperzia, which I don't have to use it for my Huperzia. So let's see. Maybe I could put the Huperzia in. Nope, that doesn't fit. I was thinking of maybe putting Huperzia into a clear glass vessel so I can actually see how much water is in here, because I've been bad at getting the water level right because I haven't been like looking inside here to see how much reservoir it has. And I'm trying not to let this dry out because, as I'm told, they want to always stay wet, but it doesn't really quite fit. And I really don't like when pots don't go to the bottom, because I feel like there's all this wasted reservoir down here that's just getting algae. I have like so many glass vessels and none of them are working. This one's a little bit better, but not great. I think this one might be the best option, to be honest. It doesn't look as nice as when it was in here. But then, okay, let's first see how this will look. Oh yeah. I think the compacta has to go into a dark vessel because it just makes it pop a little bit more. Huperzia will go in here now so I can actually monitor the moisture levels. I'll give it a little bit of water right now. So she's got a reservoir now, and until I can find a prettier glass vessel, this is gonna be her setup. Okay, so we're gonna do at least one anthurium, the Hoya, from Leca into Pon, and then we're gonna do the Dracaena. So I will see you upstairs. Okay, this room has gotten some cleaning done, but it's so cluttered in here. But luckily, so I have these two bins here. This corner has become bin city once again because all this stuff here are plants that I sold in the restock. But I got to bring all of these over to Jing later today. That's part of the reason why Charmaine's coming over, because she's dropping her plants off so I can just bring them all to Jing so she can get the phytosanitary inspection for all the US orders. So this stuff has been living under these lights, but they can go now. And now Bin City is just Bin Town. These two are just bins of seedlings that I ran out of room for, because as soon as I graduate them out of the communal tray, the little 12-celled seedling trays that I use, they take up a lot more space. I was considering taking these extra bins and just popping them onto my Visto shelf, the ones that you just saw in the living room, because like the bottom layers, like there just aren't that many plants there. I grow tiny little succulents there and they can probably consolidate, and then I'll just pop a few bins in there. The only thing is, like, I won't be able to crack the lid on these because I like to grow them kind of like this, so there's a bit of airflow, so there's not as much acclimation. But since there's mealy bugs down there, I don't want them infiltrating my seedlings. But anyway, that's not what we're dealing with today. Before Charmaine gets here, I want to repot as much as I can. I don't know why I'm out of breath. Okay, let's see. This is yeah, see, that was my worry that I was gonna do this. Let's see if I have another pot. Okay, so the 5-inch square pot, which I think is probably too small, would fit. But like, look at all this dead space that's not being used. There's also this, also kind of small, but this would be completely hidden. Do I have an even smaller pot? Is this exactly the same size? Yes. Does not fit. I like this pot so much and I want it to work for the Dracaena so bad. See, this with their pot in doesn't look as bad. What if I don't use the saucer? Oh, that's perfect. Because I don't need the saucer, right? Because it's going in. Yes. Let's just hope that it fits in here. That solution was right in front of my nose this whole time. We're gonna have to do this on the floor because this plant is so tall. And I have to keep an eye on my phone because I don't know when Charmaine's gonna be here, but I think she's gonna be here soon. Oh, pretty easy. See, this is why this was such a dire situation, because if it filled up with any more roots, I would not be able to get this out. Okay, I'm gonna get the leca out. And I'm gonna try to make this root mass a little bit less tall. Okay, let's see. Still really tall. Let's try to untangle you. How much shorter do you need to be? Quite a bit shorter. Is this a bad idea? Like, as much as I want to use this pot for this plant because I think it would be so cute, I would be shoving too big of a root system into it. So I probably should just give up this pairing dream, use this pot for something else, because an anthurium would look actually super nice in this too. Wait, I have more ideas. So I have two elbow pots. This one needs a clean. I'll give it a wipe down. There's this, which is kind of self-watering. And then there's this, which is not, it's just a cover pot, which would fit this. So which one matches the Dracaena better? This one or this one? Because this one sits next to my Dracaena marginata, which is in this pot. So it'd be two of these together, which would go together. But this one's quite nice as well. I think I like the black one more. So changing the plan again, we're gonna go directly into this. I'm just gonna throw some of the leca into here. This thing is probably gonna be super wobbly for a while, but I wasn't loving the way it tilted, so I kind of want to make it a little bit more angular. Yesterday was the first day that I was outside and it was super warm. Like I was almost sweating when I was walking the dogs. It really does feel like proper spring now because so many plants are starting to bloom. Like all the crocuses have long finished blooming. I think my daffodils are coming up soon. But alas, it is pouring rain. It's funny because this morning when I got up, it was so sunny. It was gorgeous outside and people were like hopping on their bikes and stuff. And then all of a sudden it was raining so hard. It's that kind of raindrops that are so fat that it's like basically slapping as it comes down. Okay, so I think that one's done. Just need to clean the outside. So here it is all potted up. It looks pretty good, to be honest. I think it's not as cute as the peanut planter, but this thing has been knocked over a couple of times. I'm surprised it didn't break from when the dogs are zooming around. So this is a lot safer. I don't plan on repotting this again anytime soon. So it'll have to live in this for a while unless I find something that's absolutely jaw-droppingly perfect for it. But yeah, it's all right. The important thing is that this plant can stay hydrated a bit longer because I find that this plant drinks pretty quickly and it doesn't love drying out because when it does dry out, all the leaves start to point downwards like this. Okay, so I just had to stop filming for a bit and clear some space on my memory card because it was out of space. So I have no idea when that cut out. So anyway, this thing is done. And I think we have time to do at least one more repot before Charmaine gets here. So we can either repot the King of Spades, which is right here. This is a little bit bigger. I mainly wanted a pot that was taller than this one and maybe refresh the substrate. Or do I want to go like massive on the pot? I haven't decided yet. Since I only have 4 of these, I might want to use this to upsize a plant that's currently in 4-inch rather than pot up this, which is nearly the same size. That's what I'm thinking about right now. So while I think about that, let's do the Hoya. I'm actually terrified to piss this thing off and kill it because I love this Hoya. I actually got this in like 2020 as like a little nubbin cutting, 2 actually, from my friend Davey. It was so sweet because I was looking for this Hoya for a little while and he knew. I don't even think he's in the hobby anymore, but he found one and he was like, I bought this for you, and just dropped it off at my door. Or did I pick it up? I forget. But it's one of those like pandemic memories for me. I was talking about this with Charmaine the other day when she was just like, when was the last time that you were so excited about a plant? And she was referencing specifically when I got my Heterocraspodon. And like, it was like meeting a god. We were so excited and I just couldn't stop staring at it. I was just taking it from room to room, taking photos of it. And I was just like so over the moon over this plant. It was the highlight of my year, or one of the highlights of my year. And she was like, when was the last time you felt that way about a plant, like a new plant that you got? It wasn't that this Hoya was so, it was pretty hard to get actually in 2020. It's hard to explain, but it was like a time when you would like drive hours across town to just to get this one little cutting. Like I remember on, I think it was Boxing Day, I drove like an hour and a half to get a Wenlingeri. And nowadays, like I would not let a plant interfere with like my Christmas celebrations, but then it was so important. And I really think that that's supernatural. Like I don't think that that's ever going to come back, and I'm not chasing for that feeling to come back with plants because it's just a natural part of Planned Parenthood. Like just the novelty of a lot of stuff wears off. I'm just shaking off as much LECA as possible, but I'm not going to rip it off because I'm afraid of these roots. So I was considering possibly planting it in here and just sitting, because I feel like I'm just scared. Should I plant it directly into here? Or this is not the perfect size pot, but it will fit. Because again, I'm just a little bit worried about not being able to monitor the water. If I need to flush it, because I never repot my Hoyas, like maybe it's a good idea. Anyway, I'm using DIY Pond. I think I'm gonna pot it a little bit closer to the front and a little bit higher up so it can actually reach over the lip of the cup. And I do need to alcohol treat this again. I just did that yesterday, but I see some little nasties in there. This is definitely one of the reasons why Hoya stopped appealing to me, because they are such mealybug magnets. They're actually more like mealybug factories because I really think they produce them out of nowhere. Okay, that is all potted up. I don't love it, and I'll tell you why. This does not look secure or safe. Change of plans again. We're gonna go directly into the cup. And this way I can just plant it a little bit lower. I'll feel better about it. I'll just have to be more on top of the watering. It's almost impossible to see the water line, at least the bottom of the, I don't know if you can see, it's clear glass down here. So I can at least see from below if it has water. And I typically don't keep a reservoir on my Hoyas like 100% of the time. So I'll water it, have a reservoir, let it completely run out, and then water it again. Well, anyway, this one is done and ready for a alcohol treatment. I'm just gonna water it, slightly. And then I'm just gonna put this in the hallway so it doesn't get mealybugs on my plants in here. Okay, so I have decided not to repot the King of Spades into the Better Growth pot. I decided on actually just using it to upsize a 4-inch pot. So one of the ones that's been on my list for a while is this very wild looking Forgetti-Eye Carla. It just put out a new leaf, which is looking mighty nice, and it's in a 4-inch pot. So I think this is the perfect plant to do this with. Now, do I want to do clear or green? Green is quite nice. Or do I want to do clear? I think I'm gonna do clear just because I have 2 clear ones, and so I don't need to be as precious about using it up. So this one is currently in tree fern soil, and like I mentioned in last week's video, they're barking a lot, and I don't know if that's because Charmaine's here. Hold on, I don't think she's here yet. I mentioned in last week's video I'm trying to use up my tree fern soil, which I just used up a whole heck ton of it on that Dracaena. This, if I recall correctly, is not in sea soil tree fern soil, it's in Pro Mix tree fern soil, and I overwatered this a little bit. So I'm going to put this into my tree fern pond mix. I'm not going to get rid of what's on here. I'm just going to put, it's such a mess. I'm just going to put tree fern pond around the root mass. Oh, by the way, the substrate I mixed up is tree fern, perlite, and my DIY pond, which is a lot of perlite and pond in there. So I think this will be good. The thing about Carlas is that their petioles go downwards. It's really hard to, you know what? We're just gonna have to cut some leaves off. I'm gonna cut you off. Maybe you as well. I'm rushing now because Charmaine's almost here and the dogs are gonna freak out. We're gonna have to spend some time calming them down and then we can get back to filming. So this one is almost done. I just realized there was another part of this package that I forgot to show you. There was a moss pole kit. I remember clocking it when I opened the box and then I forgot to show you. I think I was just like too, what's the word I'm thinking of? I was too fixated on the pots and especially that peanut pot. We're gonna have to take a proper look at that moss pole kit. Okay, this one is fully done. I'm not going to water it just now because I don't have any great white mixed up. I'm going to water it in a little bit, but that root mass was so soggy because I overwatered it so much that it's just going to have to wait. In the meantime, I'm going to tidy up just a touch, and the next time you see me will probably be with Charmaine.
I have a little treat for her peeing.
How did you get that?
On
the floor?
Yeah.
I made such a mess here.
Okay, I literally was expecting like an absolute disaster, but
it was more of a disaster.
His treat is right here.
Okay. I'm supposed to bring it downstairs and smear it onto my tea.
Yeah.
You want to show them your little chode?
Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
Where is it?
Oh no. My pocket.
She's like, I'm gonna bring my plant over, and then she brought half a flower.
Like not even half. I think I need a tweezer because I have a new leaf coming on my plant. I was like, I'm gonna just absolutely destroy it. So.
But there's not a lot. Like it just started pollen.
No, it's had probably pollen for probably 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
You can do it. It's not a ton, but it's something.
Okay, we have one attempt.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be her oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. Everything is gonna, you guys, has she shown you the dire situation that is her tent? All of the leaves are like the size of my body.
I need to go in there and do some clear cutting.
Yeah, I know you don't like chopping leaves, but I do think that you need to chop leaves, and I think that there just needs to be less in there. I think you just put your prized ones in there.
Everything's my prized one.
Not that begonia.
Yeah, that's true. Look, it's losing
not
its
that
silver.
Thing. I cannot believe it's grown. It's like a bridge.
And then it's grown backwards into the shelf. Okay, dear. So we're doing it again. We're talking.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Her specimen of this cross.
Plug it in here. I'll show you the new leaf.
Fortune and Ralph Lynam by Carla Dress. So it's not Dress Carla. Are you sure? Are you sure?
You're the one that told me.
But I wrote Dress Carla on the tag.
But I made the tag when I texted you.
Okay. So anyway, it's going to be, if this takes, this is only the second flower.
You do it. I'm scared.
If it takes, it'll be a little F2. And it's not a lot. I just dampen my hands.
It felt so wrong to chop the tip off. I was like, I am so sorry.
Chopping off like a baby corn.
Oh yeah. Oh, that sounds good.
It's only receptive up to here.
Yeah, maybe just do half then. Alexa, play Careless Whisper.
I can't see.
There's like...
I can see less pollen on this one, but I don't see anything
on
my one.
Where is it going? Is it just stuck on your
I guess it's like so powdery that you can't really see it once it's on.
Yeah. That would be cool if it takes, but I don't really have high hopes. I think we're both not getting our hopes up.
Yeah, this is very pickle-like. Let's just do a little bit of this for good measure.
I would be super happy if it took.
I would be happy, but again, this is not like a very super mature plant either.
Yeah. So
there's always the possibility that it makes berries, but they're like runty and weak and crap.
I think that's what happened with our Red Crystal Port KOS. Because that was I think that was the first inflow.
No, it can't have been. It was a pretty mature plant.
I know, but it wouldn't flower for me. It only pushed out offsets. It was just offset.
But they're not runty though.
I know,
Look at this plant.
But out of how many seedlings or how many seeds? I got like 40 seeds and we got like 7 plants.
But they're not runts. They're just rotted.
Yeah, it was just, it had bad seeds.
Yeah. because of the King of Spades.
Is that your biggest one right now?
Yeah, because I only have 2.
Oh, 2? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I have 3. One of them is so tiny though. It's like this small. My biggest one is probably like this though.
Okay.
Come on, little guy.
I'm gonna robe her.
Robe it up. This new leaf is so funny. It's like a crater.
Which one?
The
Oh, this.
sign is
Yeah.
Do you
I'm gonna
need
write a tag. Yeah, I need to write a tag.
Oh, look, it's my King of Spades.
Yeah, I was gonna repot it today into one of the 3D printed ones, but it's not big enough.
Oh, no.
I need a bigger plant room.
Yeah. I was telling you to switch rooms.
With my entire basement?
No, with your next door.
Oh.
You don't need a ton of space for a bed. You just sleep in it anyway. You could do plant room with your computer like I did. I had my office and plant room in the same room. I've been telling her this. I told you this like 2 years ago to do.
I'm probably not gonna do it because it's so much work. March 26th.
Oh my god, I cannot believe it's the end of March already.
It's like hot outside. It's raining, but it's warm. Like I was outside in a t-shirt with Huxley and
a t-shirt. Okay.
just like this.
What? Okay.
It was warm.
That's too.
And yesterday
hardcore
we
for
were
me.
walking them in the evening. I was like sweating. Okay, fingers crossed. I'm gonna just show you some other stuff. How much time do you have?
Probably another 15, 20. Okay, I was thinking, and it's probably it's probably very low likelihood that anything will take, but I kind of want to try it with my pally.
Try what?
My Forgetti-Eye Red Crystal.
Oh, just throw every time your pally flowers, just throw something on it and see what happens.
Yeah.
When I put pap on it, it did take, but it just aborted. Like,
Oh man.
it's just difficult, but it's not impossible.
Because Equigenera has crystal pally, or maybe pally crystal. It's not amazing looking, but I think
It kind of looks like a queen.
it looks
kind of.
like a queen / like equidorensis type
Kind
plant.
of, yeah.
So it's very underwhelming. I was kind of thinking maybe putting the pollen on the Forgetti-Eye crystal.
Might as well just show you this new lead because it's so cute.
Oh my gosh. Wait, is that?
That's the Mag cross from Amanda.
Oh,
The
I have this
NSE
too.
Mag. I think, yes, you do have
too,
this, yeah. But a different specimen of the same seed batch because she selfed it, I think.
It looks very similar though.
Yeah, it's like
Oh my gosh.
so neon.
It's so
the venation.
round.
Here's the
Oh,
oldie.
it's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's
So-
like very, kind of looks Bessier-AF or like Bessier.
Because it's so neon and intense.
Yeah, it's super vivid.
So there's pollen on this one.
I keep forgetting to update our spreadsheet.
Everything in the back there has no space. My RA5 is like...
Can you move anything out here?
Yeah, I want to. I just think like everything out here is like ugly right now.
Why don't, like your ugly stuff, why don't you just like behead it and just stump it again and then move stuff?
Yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that. This one's developing quickly.
I know, I'm actually surprised at how swollen
Hey,
it
look.
is already.
Look at your bunghole.
What on earth? Ew. It's like the opposite of yours.
It's
It
so
goes out.
But it's so white.
I
Like,
know.
here.
Oh, that's a little unsettling.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love this pot.
They're cute, right?
Thumbnail.
This one's just like pulsating.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. That's a
But
little,
it's,
a little off-putting.
It's cool though, because look at how the pink stripe goes up
Yeah,
the middle.
that is cool, but why? Why?
Pink stripe.
Why?
It's developing quickly. It's already starting to protrude out.
Hopefully it's
February
a
23rd.
healthy batch.
Okay, look how much space is on my shelf. Look.
And look, why don't you put your scalp room downstairs somewhere? Scalp room can go downstairs.
There's no room downstairs.
You can make room. Like so much of this can live out here.
Well, the Dark Phoenix I want to bring out because it's just too big.
Did you show them that new leaf?
This is the biggest leaf it's put out since I chopped it. I was really happy to have it small for a bit, but now it's back to the same size. So that's going to come out.
What did you throw on this ace?
Contaminated Carla.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It is inflow city in here. I have never seen so many inflows at once. Even the alocasia. Dude, my alocasia won't stop flowering. I'm like,
My
stop it.
scalprum does that every year. Wintertime, flower, 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 and it looks like crap. And then
like...
spring, summer, it looks really good.
Is
Oh, my Chris Carla is just so crunch.
Oh my...
And the Carla next to it, crunch.
Oh no, you have to save that one. It's so pretty. Save him. This was stressful.
Do you want this or no? Doesn't it look like it?
What is it, Mag? I don't know if I have anything for it. Let me look at what I have at home, and then if I do, then maybe you can just bring me pollen on Sunday, because I'm seeing you Sunday. Sunday fun day. I hate packing day.
Packing is not so bad.
I hate packing day.
Hey, I forgot that this will make some room.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited.
Here you go.
Thank you very much. Say hello to my little friend. I can't believe you're giving this to me. What's wrong with you?
Just don't throw it away.
Obviously,
if you want
I'm not going to throw it away.
If you're gonna throw it away or get rid of it, let me get dibs on it first.
Dibs.
Wait, is it? Okay, maybe you need a little bit of water.
Of water.
And it needs a repot.
I fear it doesn't look any different in there. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so. No, it looks the same.
It looks the same.
It looks absolutely the same. Where should I put? Well, now it's been living in a tent. Oh no, I might.
Yeah, but look how rooted it is.
You think it'll just be fine going straight into ambient?
Yeah.
I'll keep it in my plant room for a bit, but I want to grow this in my living room. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to take home. Okay, I'm taking.
Do you want to take anything else? Do you have more space for plants now or less?
I have more space actually.
So you actually can grow more plants.
I can. I fear I can. Oh my gosh, I thought there was an earthquake. Any slight movement and I'm just
that
like,
earthquake really did a number.
It really did.
Look how cute.
Oh my god. Wait, is that the one that we found?
No, it's from Dania. This is the queen fairy.
Oh, I was like, wait a second. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. God, this thing is so... Oh, I guess I should say bye.
Yeah, you should say bye.
Toodaloo. Ta-ta, until next time.
Everybody say bye to Charmaine.
Everyone say bye to me.
Give her a hug and a kiss.
Everyone say bye. It does look like a little corn.
Yeah.
Those canned corns. Don't forget the fungus gnat. I killed it just for your ping. Your pingling. Oh, your mic.
Oh yeah, don't take my mic home. Okay.
Bye-bye.
I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, Charmaine has left now. I honestly don't even know what I've filmed so far. It's all been kind of a blur. When I started filming today, I had in my mind like a vibe. Like I was gonna be like a really chilled out, peaceful, just going about my day. But I feel like it's gotten a little bit chaotic. When I turned on my camera just now, I realized I hadn't even like moved the camera angle to capture both of us when she was here. I don't even think I looked at the viewfinder when she was here. So I don't know what I captured. This thing, since I potted it, I was waiting for the external tree fern to kind of soak up some of the excess moisture in the soil. And then now I'm just gonna do a light great white watering. So I'm not watering it super heavy. Genuinely, I think this pot, it looks so cool. Like it's, Charmaine was saying, I don't think I caught this on camera, but I was showing her the peanut pot. We both wish this was maybe like an inch or two taller, but I have a feeling there's like a good reason for it. But anyway, she was saying that like this almost looks velvety, like it looks like fabric, and that's really what I was trying to pinpoint, like put my finger on. It kind of looks like stretchy material, kind of stretched over like a bodycon kind of dress kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I still need to find the perfect plant to put in here. And like maybe it would have to be, I don't know, maybe I have to find something that's short and wide in terms of a pot that won't kind of peek out the top. But I was thinking something really dark, slender and velvety would look so good. Like maybe not this exact plant, but something like this. This is one of my RA5 Self by Fortune Ralph Lynam babies, and something like this might look super nice. Or maybe like an Ace of Spades or Carla. This one's on my repot list as well. This is my Phil Carla. It just put out a new leaf, so I'm waiting for that to finish hardening off, and also it pupped. So it does need to be unpotted and chopped off, that little pup, but actually I like pap better for this pot. Something really dark like that. But anyway, like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to show you the moss pole that he sent me. This design is very interesting. So it's like enclosed on the back. It's extendable, so you can screw on extra pieces like so. There's a little spike at the bottom that screws on to put into your soil. The top piece is my favorite. It's a little, is this David? I want to say this is Michelangelo's David, but this one has a little wick on the bottom that you water up here. This is so delightful. I want him to make a Queen Elizabeth version. Or what else would be good? Like SpongeBob SquarePants. I think this is so much fun. But unfortunately, I don't really grow climbing philodendron, and even if I did, I would probably have to extend this like right away. But the nice thing is like when you extend it, you just screw on another piece. So Charmaine was like saying I should just mount something on it that's not climbing, but stays mounted like an orchid. So maybe I would just do one piece like this with a mounted orchid. I don't know if I would need the bottom piece. Like, would I stick it into a pot even if the plant is just growing here? I'm not really sure, but it would help to keep the substrate enclosed. I feel like I would do like a barky moss mix or something. And then when I water the pole, I just go through here. It also comes with these little pins. There's like, I don't know, 6 of them in the box. So it just helps to pin the stem to the pole. This Forgetii Carla, I think I'm going to move it out of the tent now. This has been growing in my tent on the top level, but as Charmaine mentioned, and let me just swing you around here, it is so full in here. I can't even stress to you how little room I have. Let me just go to the top. So Charmaine's Bigfoot self came out of here and it doesn't even look like a plant is missing. So we're just going to put this in ambient and just pray that nothing bad happens. It's just going to go there. And as much as I want to tackle kind of restyling the shelf and shuffling things around, I just don't think I have it in me today. I think it's going to have to be one of those things where it's like a dedicated video and that's just all we do that video. I think sometime soon we're going to have to go through everything here and, like I mentioned earlier, start doing some deforestation because there's a lot of leaves that don't look so good, but they're prohibiting new leaves from kind of expanding properly. Oftentimes one of my bigger plants that take up more space are producing berries. I just avoid cutting leaves off because I want to make sure there's enough photosynthetic power, but once those berries are done, I forget to cut off old leaves and just kind of start it back over again. And I always said that was like one of the benefits of growing anthurium over other areas that are a bit more viney, because you can just chop all the leaves off but the newest one and it'll still look fine. But I forget to practice it in reality. So I just need to remind myself to do that. So we'll do that at some point in the near future. But for today, I think I've tapped out my mental energy and weirdly my social battery. But anyway, I want to say thank you again to Jomo Studio for sending me these pots. My first impression is that these are very cleverly designed, easy to fit into an existing collection like this. I would say they're a little bit more on the sleek side, a little bit more on the modern, contemporary looking side. So if your aesthetic is very like vintagey, like maybe you'll have to look for a different style, maybe not this Better Growth pot, but the actual design of the pot, in theory, because I haven't unpotted a plant from this before, in theory, if I can just take off the saucer and just pop this off and just push the plant upwards, and the holes are quite small for something like anthuriums to kind of root through, so I don't foresee many escaped roots. I think I really like this design. And then in terms of the King of Spades, which we didn't get to in this video, I'm going to just get it into a like the same size pot. Where did it go? Oh, this pot, this one. I'm gonna just pop it into here. I think I might do just tree fern pond, like the same substrate I used on the Forgetii Carla. And then it's gonna go right here somewhere here. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here before I ramble on any longer. Thank you guys so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed this video. But if you did not enjoy this video, I do not blame you one bit. But I do hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.